of a Think About It Thursday, where we give you guys a little something to think about to help your cats be happier and healthier. I'm Jay.
I'm Adrian.
And together we are the two crazy cat ladies.
You guys, today's topic is about traveling with cats. Super important because at some point you're going to move, you're going to have to travel with your cats. Most importantly, we need to take our cats to regular vet visits. And so many of us neglect to do that because it's so stressful to travel with cats, unless you have the elusive adventure cat, which we've never run into in our
personal experience.
Right. Z comes close. But
yes.
So we want to give you guys some tips. And I think number one, we want to start with the carrier. We want to look at the carrier. We want to get our cats comfortable with the carrier. If you've got one of those carriers that has like the clangy door on it.
I call a cage, right? So if you have a cage, that's fine if your cat likes it, right? But here's the biggest number one tip and the biggest thing that we did not do, the biggest lesson that we learned the hard way when it comes to getting our cats in the car to do anything, whether it's a vet visit or a travel or a move or whatever, was we did not leave the carrier out. Okay. And we had those cages that every time that we kept, because they're so ugly, we kept in a closet or usually in the garage. And then we brought it out when it was time to go to the vet or when it was time to travel. And our cats did not like that. Right. So we didn't like leaving it out once we learned because they're kind of ugly. Right. So for us, we decided to choose more comfortable carriers, cat carriers. We have several different types. We've got the just for a few here. We've got this is airplane safe, or what is it? TSA approved, right? So you've got a certain size. This is the one Madison really loves.
This is hers.
Yes. And as you see, they're very comfortable with their carriers. Then we have the massive one.
This one is a roller.
Yes.
Jack is loving this one.
Yes.
And so this one is, we also carriers couple as beds, as hiding places, and as toys in this case, because we love to give them rides around the house.
Exactly.
In this one.
Yeah.
So,
what really the most important thing about leaving this out is not just for them to be comfortable in their carrier, but also for their scent to be in their carrier.
Their happy scent, not they're always stressed out. When we take them on car rides, that cortisol goes up and their scared scent is in there. So we want their friendly pheromones to be all up in there and them to be comfortable with it. So start with the carrier, right, Madison? Start with the carrier, and then let's start with practice runs. And this is as simple as letting your cat, when they're enjoying their time in their little carrier, take them, zip it up and pick it up and go for a walk around the house with it. Set it down, give them a treat, positive reinforcement, so that they know that once it closes, it's not the end of the world and life isn't over. Then take that a step further. When they're in their carrier, zip it up, take them to the car, go for a ride around the block. Super simple. So that they know that when they get in the car, it's not the end of the world. And then during that time, when you take those practice runs as well, you can find out, does your cat prefer to be covered? Does your cat prefer to be uncovered? And then again, when you get home.
And she means with a blanket, right? Yeah. So a lot of carriers have a lot of windows in them so they can breathe and so they can see around. But some cats prefer, if they're going to be in a stressed out mode, they prefer to be covered with a blanket while in the car, because it makes them, some cats get motion sickness and some cats just get extra stressed if they're seeing all this new stuff going around.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And again, follow it up with positive reinforcement.
The treats.
One of the things that we learned that really has helped us and a lot of people is when you're in the car, play calming music.
Yes.
This is something that they can hear. It's not just all these crazy, bumpy, weird noises of being on the road. They're listening to calm music. So that's something that's super helpful.
There's also supplements and calming aids that we can use. We have one in our shop. The link is in our bio or in the description of this post if you're on Facebook or YouTube, and in our bio if you're on Instagram or TikTok, because we're everywhere right now. Cat Calm is what it's called. Very simple, easy to find. It's a liquid remedy that you just mix into the food. It works wonders for our cats whenever we have to go to the vet or whenever there's any kind of stressful event coming up. We use natural calming formulas. There's also Feliways. There's also the
Box
Rescue Remedy. Now that is more of a short term, so it works for a little while, but you can put it on their ears. You can actually rub it on them topically. You can give it to them internally. It's a nice natural remedy that you can use for your cats when you have to travel.
And we've also heard that melatonin can be very helpful.
Yes.
With kitties as well. So we want to look at all those things. There was a great new tip that we just learned. We're so excited to share with you guys.
From the behaviorist.
Why am I blanking on her name?
Pam Johnson Bennett.
Yes. And this is something that's really important because it also goes back to how important scent is for kitties. And this is incredibly helpful, especially in a multi-cat household.
Yes.
When we have to take 1 or 2 of the cats to the vet, in our case 4 this last time that we went for their regular exams, you guys, make sure we get our annuals in.
Yes.
She suggested taking a clean towel before you leave to go to the vet, and you just wipe your kitty down with a clean towel when they're all happy and
on their face and on their whiskers, their friendly pheromones, right? That's where they carry their friendly pheromones.
Then you save that towel and put it away. Then you go to the vet and you do everything you need to do. And yes, there's going to be stress because cats are like him.
And they're being poked and prodded.
Right. But when you get home, bring the kitty that went to the vet into a safe, secure little sanctuary area, like an extra room. Let them come out, calm down on their own, get to be able to groom themselves, and then wipe them back down with that towel.
Yes.
So this will help not just the cats that are that didn't have to go to the vet. They're not like coming, sometimes cats almost don't even recognize each other when they come home from the vet.
Yeah. You guys know that. They hiss at each other. They smell each other. They don't like each other all of a sudden. And this is a great way. And you guys know we always talk about scent swapping, right? It's always like swap the scent, swap the scent. This is basically scent swapping with yourself, right? With this one specific cat. So we're rubbing down their friendly pheromones when they're friendly and happy. And then when they have all that cortisol, we bring them into a room away from all the other pets. We rub them down again and say, hey, here's your smell. Here's your happy smell. And then they're going to groom themselves and bring themselves back, calm themselves down, and then we can let them out. This is really exciting because we haven't done this yet. Like we're telling you guys this before we actually do it ourselves, because we haven't been to the vet since we learned this last week. So we're super excited about that one tip as well. But the carriers are really, really important. Find a carrier that you like and that your cat likes. Leave it out. Find a fun space for it, right? Like ours couple has a lot of things. This one they love to sleep in. This one they love to sleep in. That one they love to play in. They
Did you hit that?
Zora just hit the. Sorry about that, Facebook and YouTube. Zora just jumped on the mouse and anyway, so these are some awesome tips. The short rides, the get them used to it, the leaving out the carrier, the make sure that you have their scents in them, make sure that you're wiping them down. This is so important, guys, because we have to get our cats in for their checkups. The number one reason, and this is one of the number one reasons that cats don't go to the vet, and also why we do not catch their illnesses in time a lot of times, right? It's often too late or too progressed or way more progressed than we'd ever want it because we're not bringing our cats to the vet because it's so stressful for them or it's so stressful for us and them that we don't do this. These are tips that we can all use, whether we're moving across the country or whether we are just taking our cats to the vet to get them used to their carriers. Is going to help in all traveling situations.
Yes. So as you guys know, our motto is to learn, share, and grow. And we really hope that this short little live has given you guys something to think about. We're all about being as proactive as we can. And this is one of those things where we don't have to wait for an emergency. We can do these things while we're not stressed either.
Yes.
And it'll help our cats be happier and healthier as well.
Absolutely. So thank you guys so much for joining us for Think About It Thursday. We will be live on Facebook and YouTube very shortly with none other than Noah and Jason from Inspire Unity for our podcast. We're really excited to interview them and to chat with them. Also very cute guys. So come join us over there in about 20 minutes and we will see you guys very soon next week.
Happy Thursday. Bye, y'all. Are we still here? Hi, guys.
I hit in broadcast.
I know.
Hi. They don't want us to end the broadcast. Just saying.
That's crazy.
Having trouble connecting. Please check